What led to that takeover?
Well, I don't know. I had a slow start again, first half, especially first quarter. And yeah, it just kind of happened naturally. We were getting a mismatch, and I was trying to make a play out of there, and just shot over a couple of times from some smaller guys. My teammates kept trusting me, giving me the ball in those situations, and just try to make the right play out of that situation, and that was it. Just kind of came naturally.
What does that stretch tell you about where you are in terms of your rhythm and your health after the time off and the injury?
Yeah, definitely. I think I'm building my way back up to feeling good, rhythm-wise and physically also. I still feel like I'm a good way away from where I want to be. But yeah, tonight I think, especially back to back, late in the game, still feeling good enough to put that together and able to we're able to win the game. So feeling good and excited to keep building and keep getting better.
KP, good win.
Thank you.
I guess the question for you is, you played LeBron in the Eastern Conference and the Western Conference as a Knick and then as a Laker. Mm-hmm. How charged up do you get playing against the greatest in the game currently?
Oh yeah, no, it's always a big stage to play against him. No matter where he goes, the fans come to see the Lakers and LeBron, not just LeBron, but also Russ and all those guys. So it's always fun to play against him. And he's one of the greatest to ever do it. Tonight again, he hit another milestone, just incredible. We have to appreciate him while he's here. Still playing and putting up those kind of numbers and playing at this level, which is absolutely out of this world. So, hat off to him and what he's been able to do in his career.
Follow up to that, New York is home for me.
Uh-huh.
How cool is it to every time you get on the court to play against Carmelo Anthony? And do you guys ever still talk about those days? What if?
It's great to play against Melo. He was out for a little bit, and I was back and playing really well and playing his kind of basketball, and that's my brother for life. He took me under his wing when I was young and with the Knicks, and I learned a lot of stuff from him. And even as a kid, I had this Instagram post where I said I tried to imitate him when I was a kid. I had the cornrows and everything. So he had a huge impact on me, and then to be able to play alongside him on the same team was incredible. And yeah, it's good. It's always good to compete against him.
Are we talking straight backs or zigzags?
I think mostly straight, but I had a little time where I had like all kinds of stuff going on, but more to straight. Yeah.
I see you play.
My man. They're out there for sure.
We know your biggest concern is this year, but a win like this and your play in the fourth, how encouraging is it for next year?
Definitely. I think we have to also look at this stretch. We still have the possibility of making some noise and hopefully fight for the playing tournament, getting there, and then fight for the playoffs, which is the goal. But also, this is a good time to just keep building as a team day by day, practice by practice, game by game, and then go into the off season, recharge the batteries, come back with a fresh mind, and keep building. So that's why we want to finish this season on a really good note and see where we end up, and then take that into the next season.
You're going to have to adapt in every situation you're in, but how much of here feels tailored to you and what you kind of like to do, and how has that helped you get into a rhythm?
100%. I think you guys could tell, so I'm much more comfortable. And yeah, it's the coaching staff and my teammates are trusting me. As I said, they're giving me the ball in those situations. Start of the game off cold, couldn't make a shot, wide open looks, great looks. Try to just keep playing, have confidence in every situation, every shot, and at the end, if you keep working and keep your mind in the right place, good things happen, and that's what happened at the end of the game, and it's a good, I think it's a good building stone for us.
And going back to the cornrows thing real quick, how old are you when you rock?
So I had a bet with my brothers that we're all going to grow out our hair, and I was the only one that did the bet, and they just cut their hair. So I had this long hair when I was about 10, 11, maybe 12. And I said, okay, that's what I want to do. I looked at AI, Carmelo. I was like, yeah, that's me. So I did the cornrows. You found the picture?
KP, got to ask you about your dunk on LeBron. And, we've heard from Daniel Gafford that many times you've told him you're trying to get him back and dunk on him. Was that one you were waiting for?
No, I mean, DG, I have to catch him in practice. Right now we're teammates. He dunked on me pretty bad earlier in the season. So I told him, I'm like, that was a good one, but I got to get you back. And so we just kind of laughed about it. But yeah, my legs are still not where they need to be to get some really nice ones. But I'm working my way back up, and that was a small baby step.
But to dunk on LeBron, has he by chance gotten you in the past? Was that kind of getting him back?
Not clean. He's never got me like clean. One time I was kind of passing by and he dunked, and then I was in the picture, but I wasn't really like contesting it. And he posted that picture and was like, "Oh, I got fresh legs" or whatever. I was like, "Okay, I see." But yeah, no, he's one of the greatest to play the game, and it's all respect.
AP, two-part question. Firstly, you're very tall, and I feel like you've grown into your height, and they're still growing. But at the same time, I feel like you play so many positions. You're a Swiss Army knife, and your coach talked about how much input you had in the huddle. Do you consider yourself a dual forward? Do you consider yourself a center, or do you just consider yourself a basketball player?
That's a deep question. I mean, it's with the way the basketball is kind of changing and being played right now. A lot of switches, a lot of 3-pointers. You have to adjust, and I was out for 18 months with the ACL. It was a long time. I came back to a team that was playing completely different. I was in the perimeter the whole time, kind of different from the way I was playing in New York. And I was making adjustments with my game also to be effective in that kind of system. I think this system is better for my game, and I'm being able to be more effective. But as far as position, I'm a 5. I'm 7'3". I think those times where you have two like post-up players on the court are there's barely any posting up anymore. In the league, it's Jokic and Embiid. Two guys maybe that post up a lot, and then situations like this, I do it also and try to take advantage of the mismatch. But yeah, there's not a whole lot of posting up as there was back in the day. So I would lean towards saying like a modern day 5. Did that answer your question?
You did.
Thank you.
I know that we should appreciate the greats while we're here. LeBron is 36, can play for a long time, but I think much has been made about who will be the next face of basketball. You had a front row seat playing in Dallas alongside Luka. Do you feel as though once LeBron does make that transition, he has a viable the actual option of becoming the face after LeBron retires?
He definitely has the talent and the potential, and he's putting up incredible numbers, playing at an incredible level right now. So he might as well. There's a few guys that are playing incredible. Ja Morant, Tatum has been playing really well recently. Luka is Luka. And then hopefully Zion is back healthy and he's an animal. He's incredible whenever he's playing. So there's a lot of young guys that are just super talented. Some talent that we haven't seen. So I think it's a possibility definitely. But you have to have also luck and health and all those things have to go. But I wish him well and hopefully he does that. Thanks.
We'll go last question to Neil.
Hey, KP, I don't think we've asked you about your relationship with Tomas. He was telling us, when he signed, you guys were always looking forward to, being able to play each other again. He was kind of playfully defending you during pregame. I guess, what's that relationship like? How has it grown since you guys have played in Spain, and just how enjoyable is it to be back with him?
He's one of those people in my life that I can not talk to him for 2 years, for example, and see him, and it's like a day hasn't passed. We have the same relationship, like we just know each other so well, and I think we're both super excited to get the chance to play together here. And tonight was a great night for both of us. We found each other, and he found me more than I found him. But he knows my game, and he's incredible whenever he's playing his game and being free out there. He's a smart basketball player, making the right plays, and tonight you can see that quality in him.
Thanks, Kristaps.
Thank you.
That's all the time we have. Thank you, KP.
Thank you.